We got tons of people jumping on here, and I'm going to give it a few more minutes, and then we're going to kick this thing off. So we're going to go and break down a little bit of the company structure here, and then we're going to jump in and bring out the owners. You guys can get to meet them firsthand here, and then we are going to actually give you behind the scenes of the pre-launch back office, so you guys get to see it. You'll be the first to see it here on this very first webinar, and then you guys can go back and say, I was on that very first webinar when Finish Line Network started. I was on the finish line when we all took off. Pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this. So let me get a few more. I think I just see a Greg. I hope that's the right Greg. Is this the real Greg we just put live? There's Greg. I see a Greg down there. Doug and Greg, can you start your cameras for us? Let's get their videos started. We are filling up the panelist. My screen is maxed out with panelists. I love it. Let's go. All right. There's Greg. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Man. Doing
Look at
awesome.
this. All right. We're about 6 minutes past 8 p.m. I was going to say 5. It's 5 o'clock in Scottsdale, Arizona here, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. We're kicking this off. We're super excited, just getting everything lined up. We are live in the Facebook, so everybody in Facebook that's watching it live, be sure to comment down there. We got tons of comments. We actually almost got more viewers in Facebook Live reaching up there than Zoom. So we almost got as many on both platforms. That's pretty cool. We're just spread it out over both platforms here. Getting tons of exposure. I know I've been bombarded by messages. Can you tell me more? Tell me more. Just give me something. And I'm like, no, show up to the webinar. That's when everybody's going to hear about it. So this is the webinar. Here we are. We are on the webinar. We are live. We're ready to kick this off. My name is Michael Mansell. If some of you don't know, I've been in the online marketing space for a little while now, but truth be told, I kind of just dabbled in online marketing for several years, and then about 2 years ago, I finally decided to commit myself to applying the information that I knew and start generating traffic. Imagine that. You generate traffic, you convert to sales, and you make money. It's not that mythical, like, oh, just join a company and voila, money just starts rolling in type deal. So I started applying that, had some explosive growth over the last couple of years, built out a huge team online and helping tons of people. And that's what I love doing. I love helping people every single day. I literally live inside my phone and Facebook messaging, supporting people every single day. The power that we have inside our hands these days is just ridiculous. And Finish Line Network is going to take that to the next level because we're combining all those tools, mobile app, the website, the video education, the text message marketing, you name it, we're bringing it all into one house. And that's what's really kind of cool about Finish Line Network. And you're going to hear firsthand from Greg and Doug and some of the other leaders that are on this call here on not only why they decided to team up and join with Finish Line Network, but really why they feel like this is a critical time to introduce an educational platform like this and the tools that we're offering inside of it. You might even recognize one of the good-looking guys on this webinar, Joel Kellman with Online Sales Pro. He's built an awesome company with Online Sales Pro in developing lead generation, mobile apps, sales funnels, all that good stuff. So to have all that integrated directly into Finish Line Network, and I'm not going to spoil all the goodies there, but that alone was enough for me to say, let me take a look at this. And then I'm getting to know the owners, Greg and Doug. I've known them for several years online, but to work with them firsthand has been a real treat and a real privilege. So enough about me, though. I want to bring on Greg first and foremost. Greg has he's been around the online scene for a couple of years, I would say, maybe a few more years than that. Okay, 22 plus years. This guy has been a beast. He actually started out bank manager back in the 90s, then he got into MLM with the travel company, and he quickly became their #1 marketer. And he just started generating more sales and leads than anyone in the company. So then the owners asked Greg to take over the task for the company, and Greg said, no way. So he started his own highly successful lead generation company for the entire MLM and direct sales industry. Best Lead started it all off, and 22 years later, Greg is still into traffic. Greg is Mr. Traffic when it comes down to it. So Greg was the architect behind the traffic platform that changed the way every traffic company has sold traffic since 2011. CPC Broker revolutionized retail traffic and helped put the guys on the map. TA followed, Traffic Authority followed, and here we are with Finish Line Network. So that's a little backstory about Greg, but I've gotten to know him. He's just really down-to-earth, cool dude. This guy's got a very impressive rap sheet, but he's just down-to-earth guy. So Greg, come on out here. Let us know a little bit about Finish Line Network and what your vision was behind it and why now is the right time.
Yeah, Michael, super excited. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep, loud and clear.
Awesome. I mean, and thank you very much. I think some of the times when I get brought out, people announce me as Father Time, meaning that I've been around before the internet, basically generating leads in that strange way, like through the newspaper and things before online. So thank you for actually keeping me in that still internet era. So super, super excited to be here. And, basically, kind of like you've talked about, the last, 9-10 years that actually I've been partnered with, Doug Wellens and Chad Stalvey, my partners in Streamline. We've actually done a lot of super exciting stuff, literally all the way from starting on third-party marketing systems, then we actually, which that just simply means we built, sales funnels and lead generation systems for teams inside network marketing companies. Then, we went on and we basically started to do lead generation. And you talked a little bit about, CPC Broker. That was killer because literally what we were able to do there is take, custom traffic and direct it off to, an individual website, which is super cool. But let's bring it up, to why that's really important in this conversation and the Finish Line Network conversation. And, we love the name Finish Line Network because we really want to help everyone start at the finish line. And one of the things you're going to hear from Michael and, the people in this team, we're going to really talk about why that is. And basically, we talked a little bit about how, basically we did lead generation in the past. Well, what we really want to do here is we want to help people, anyone who's ever actually driven traffic before, and you actually, let's just say pointed at an offer. Let's say you spent $100 on traffic and you made less than $100 back. And most of us who've run traffic, we've experienced that process. And what we really want to help people do here, Michael, and everyone, is we want to, start having them think about anytime they're running traffic to an offer, you're really working on building your list. You're really working, on creating an asset. And basically what we want to do is we want to help people to think a little bit further and actually help them to monetize their traffic. And, just because people run traffic to an offer and, something doesn't happen that's great in a week or two, they kind of forget the fact that, that asset could have value over the month, the 2 months, the 6 months, the year. And I can just tell you from someone who's done email marketing, for over 20 years, that's a huge, huge part. We want to help people understand that they can build an audience, they can build an email list, and they can monetize that. And we're going to do something brand new that no one's ever done in the industry before. And we're going to actually, through one of our really exciting products, is we're going to, have you go through a training course and get certified. But we're actually going to have a traffic buyback process, which, again, for people that, aren't that familiar with monetizing traffic, the buyback process through our email profits on demand product is going to be super exciting. And, and Michael, people will see that as they get into their site a little bit further. But I want to just, also break down two other things before, because I know so many people on the call here. Also super excited to be working with this team of people with, with Joel and Kitty Kelman from OSP. I mean, we've, been working side by side with them, even when we're just doing traffic generation and actually seeing people using their incredible technology. We're so excited to be JVing with them and actually have access to their killer contact manager and their app. And I'm here to tell you guys, you guys are going to get to experience that app even in this free process here, because this system you're at today, completely free, app completely free, and you're going to get to see firsthand how great the technology is. That part's super exciting. And then, also with Paul Counts, basically Paul is a super exciting component to this because, we've been focused in the direct sales and network marketing industry. Most people are familiar with that. But when you start talking about monetization, you start talking about, turning your email list into dollars. One of Paul's favorite saying is, it's SEMM, send emails, make money. And we're going to basically be learning about that in this process. But when you start thinking about, both direct sales and network marketing with great systems and affiliate marketing, you're bringing industries together that make it possible for, all of us to make more money. And so with that, Michael, thank you very much. Back to you.
Yeah, that's good. What I love and I hear in your voice is so much passion, and that's what I've sensed from you since I started working with you guys. You guys have so much passion, and I know that a lot of that comes from your experience in the industry. You know what it takes to become successful in this industry. You know the hurdles that people have to overcome to really achieve success. I can very vividly still remember thinking, oh, I'll never achieve that. But when I actually started applying the things that I was learning, it actually wasn't as hard as I kept telling myself it was going to be. So when you come with the level of passion, Greg, that you bring to the table, that Doug brings to the table, Paul, Joel, the list goes on here in the team, anything is possible. And that's what we want to set out and then transfer that energy over to other people in the company. Doug is having some issues with his video.
Michael?
So, yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off because I'm just realizing how rude I was because I didn't actually include you in that group. How special, even though you kind of were late coming the last few months, really coming in here and helping so much. And I also wanted just to actually include Holly and Devon also because I felt horrible that, because again, Holly's helped. You guys are going to see Holly back in the training. And then you're also going to see Devon's face a lot because he's going to really help us with our product when it comes down to email marketing and monetization, huge thing. And Chris Campbell, I can't leave him out because he's actually been working with us for the last few months. He's going to bring some just incredible VSLs. I mean, we have the dream team. I mean, if you were going to literally, if I was going to go around like 2 years ago and pick out dream team members, these would have been the guys I would have been picking out because, I knew all the folks back then. I mean, I'm so happy, Chris, you've come too. I mean, it's really, really exciting. So I just wanted to actually Michael, thank our panelists because these guys have all been so instrumental, and you as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I absolutely appreciate that. And what I love about it is each one of us have our role and each one of us brings our own special talent and skills to the table. But collectively, I think we operate so well together that at the end of the day, we just produce results. And I think for everybody on this webinar, at the end of the day, that's what you should be focused on is taking action on what you know you need to take action on, and the recognitions will come, the accolades will come, the success will come, all the results will come if we all work together. And that's, it's crazy actually, Greg, when I think about it, how well each one of us on the leadership team here are just falling into place and taking, responsibilities. And I don't even recognize sometimes like who did what. It's just like stuff happened. And it got done, and here we are, and we're launching. So I'm super excited to be part of this journey with you guys on here. So I would like to actually hand it over to Paul because Paul's been in the industry a long time, and I'll let him kind of give just a real brief background to him. But this guy started out when he was I think it was 2 years old. He started marketing online. Okay, no, it was about 8th grade is when he started. But Paul has been running online businesses for 19 years, even though he only looks like he's 22 years old. He's been running them for 19 years. He's actually a movie producer, author, and internationally recognized internet marketing expert, teaching people that success counts. It's hard to beat a name like counts, so success does count. But he's reached platinum vendor status at ClickBank. And we all know what ClickBank is and how big ClickBank is, and is a premium vendor at JVZoo. And of course, we all know what JVZoo is. These are not easy things to do to reach that status with ClickBank and JVZoo. He's actually sold over $10 million in digital info products and training courses. He's a master at maximizing long-term profits and cash from email lists. We're actually going to learn email marketing directly from the Paul Counts little inside secret there. And he knows how to help people build sustainable online businesses. And I've seen this as I've been monitoring and building the Facebook group. Man, the kudos that go out to Paul, and they're even come down here in the chat, Paul over here, about how cool and supportive and loyal and helpful that you are, Paul, to not only your team, but you also have 3 kids as well. And I know you're an awesome dad. I've seen your Facebook posts and seen even your kids just come and sit in your lap in some of our meetings. So Paul, take it away.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be a part of this project. It's absolutely amazing. And, what got me so excited about this whole team was that we're able to merge really 2 industries in a big way. I mean, there's internet marketing, we all know, there's network marketing, and very few times does an opportunity come where we can merge them both together and get the best of both worlds. So it's, it's just super exciting to be a part of this. And like you mentioned, I've been in business for 19 years, started when I was 14, and, I've just been running an online business. I know about marketing online. I know about longevity. And, it's part of the key here is we want to teach people how to have sustainable online businesses. So, that's the idea. Is not just a business that is here today, gone tomorrow. We're also not all about just helping you with just this opportunity. I mean, we know with this opportunity, you guys are going to excel. You're going to do really well, but we want to set you up for long-term success. That's what this team's all about. You heard it from Doug and Greg. They've been in business for years. You know about it with Joel. You know about it with Michael and Devon and Chris and Holly and everybody else that we're working together with. We've all been in business for a long time. So this is all about sustainable businesses. And I can tell you guys right now, who here in the chat window would like a sustainable online business? Let us know yes in there. I know you guys don't like this whole one and done thing, but if you want a sustainable online business, you guys are in the right spot, right? And who wouldn't? We've got heck yes. We got yes, 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 lots of yeses. We got, look at that blowing up, guys. So you guys are in the right spot. I'm super excited to be teaching you guys, the email marketing side of things, to also be sharing, my knowledge throughout this. And again, I can't tell you guys enough how excited I am to be a partner on this team, to be working with Joel Kelman, with Online Sales Pro. The tech that he brings, the way that he knows how to build thriving communities and companies is second to none. With Greg and Doug and the team that they've built and put together, and their passion for helping people, and their heart, and with working with Michael the last few days, it's just blown my mind just seeing the way you've interacted on Facebook and have blown that group up. I mean, I can't tell you guys enough what an honor it is for me to be a partner on this. And I'm excited to help people start at the finish line and take that victory lap with you guys. So it's going to be fun.
Awesome, Paul. Again, just the amount of energy that you bring to the table here, your experience, your knowledge. And what I've seen from you is actually taking action on the knowledge that you have. And I know you teach that to your people and your following, and there's no way that you reach those levels with ClickBank and JV Zoo sitting on your hands or sitting on valuable information. And that's one of the biggest things I'm going to stress here is you hear from some of these people that we're going to bring on here in a second, like Paul, really pick up on the things that they're saying and then go out and take action on it. And we're going to give you an action step right at the end of this webinar. So one of the things I'm going to say right now is at the end of this webinar, we're going to tell you guys how to go and get your pre-registration link. This is a pre-launch webinar, kickoff webinar. So this is the first one. So at the end of this webinar, be sure to stay to the end because we're going to tell you exactly how, who you need to contact, who you need to message, to get your pre-registration link so that you guys can be one of the first in the world to get your account set up and start spreading the word about Finish Line Network. Because if you learn the marketing, you need to go out and market the product. And when you have something this valuable in your hand with this many collective, collaborative, rock star minds in one place, we need to go out there and tell the world, because there are so many people that are sitting there struggling, thinking that they're all alone. There's nobody out there that's to help them. And when you put this many team leaders in one team collectively together, there's no reason why we shouldn't dominate the online marketing world. So you guys have first mover advantage that are on this webinar. So stay tuned for that information right there. Next person I want to bring out, and looks like Doug is still got his camera off, is I want to bring out Joel Kelman. Joel is actually in my backyard. I mean, if I threw really hard, I could probably throw a rock from my house to his house and from my office to his office. It's kind of funny how close we are. But Joel's a beast, man. He just, whatever he does and puts his mind to, he dominates and wins. And he actually told me this little inside secret. He's really good at connecting the dots, like a puzzle, just like from one dot to another. Remember those little drawings we used to do as kids? You get a little dot number 1, 2, 3, and you ended up with a pretty picture. Joel, my man here, is the connector. So what's up, Joel?
How you doing, Michael? Thanks for having me. Wonderful intro. And yes, the connector is important, but so is a system, right? So here, what have I been doing? The last 12 years, I've been building a system. The last 5 years, been building technology to simplify duplication. Like, it's all about the user experience. It's all about putting your business on this phone. Like, that's been my main focus. And when I obsess over this, I do realize that part of this process is generating a lot of leads. Like, I personally generate over 4 million leads using my funnels and in the opportunity space. So I know what we do works, but now it's a matter of converting the ones that you didn't convert. So with Finish Line Network and with this system and with the app. Now, during pre-launch, we have done something very special and added a special team Finish Line Network inside of our OSP app. But after launch, Finish Line Network will have its own custom app that our team is working very hard on, but we don't want to give it all away in the pre-launch, right? So after launch, we will have an app that will let you share duplicatable funnels, get content to you on your phone, give you step-by-step direction on what to do next to win. But most importantly, keep you engaged and plugged in while having fun. This is a game of you need to have fun while you're learning. So we really want to make the experience great. We want to make it simple, but most importantly, we want to make it duplicatable, okay? So our focus is tech. We are bringing the house and we are bringing pretty much its own app no one's ever seen before for this company and this organization. And I'm super pumped about it because I know what it can do. I've seen it work over years and years in time. I've personally done, I don't know, $60, $70 million in online business. Okay. So this is not anything new, but doing it with this type of environment, with this much skill, playing with us, right? Playing instead of trying to do everything yourself, we have talent on this call that can contribute, right? So this app that we're developing and the tech we're bringing will make it super easy to share your link. You're going to get a glimpse of it in the pre-launch system that you'll all get access to after this. And you'll have a free OSP account, to utilize the Finish Line Network system inside of our app. So we're giving a lot of taste on what we're doing. We want to bring a lot of value, but most importantly, we want to teach you the right way to do this because there's a lot of bad things out there. There's a lot of programs that you could buy. There's programs that you could just watch on YouTube University, but none are like what we're delivering here because we want to focus on, like, look at it this way, Michael. After 4 million leads, there are a lot more leads I did not convert than what I did, okay? So the money is there in your list. We want to teach you and even do it for you inside the system when you learn the products. We will be able to utilize the tech, the emails, the training, the duplication, and the simplicity right from your mobile phone. So the pre-launch app is great. We will step by step, you'll be able to, in the video, you'll see a little bit about the app, but step by step, you will earn awards and badges and things that you could show people that you're winning. And we will give you step-by-step direction to share your links right from the app where other people kind of just get lost because they log in and they don't know what to do. So we want to help you share your link. Okay, so we do obsess over duplication and results, but keeping it simple is going to be fun. I am super pumped. This is a rock star team, and I'm happy to do what we do best, the automation, the marketing, the app, and let everyone else stay in their lane, right? If everyone stays in their lane, we can drive as fast as we want down the Autobahn. It's when you start trying to do things that you don't know how to do is where, mishaps happen. So here with this crew, I don't see that happening. So I'm pretty excited to see it go and see it run. And guys, thank you. Like, this has been a project we've been working on for months, like 7-8 months of development. And yes, you don't get it all in pre-launch, but post-launch, the own Finish Line Network app out there, it's going to change your business and whatever you're doing in a big way.
Yeah, absolutely, Joel. And that app, here's a little glimpse of that app. App is really a game changer in the industry, because other companies have brought out apps, but not in a specific purpose of helping you directly grow your business, and then adding that gamification process to reward people with cool badges and point system in there. That's something that a lot of people need, because I hear this time and time again in the people that I talk to that say, hey, I want to fire my boss. I want to be my own boss. I want to make my own money. I'm going to do my own online marketing. I hate my job. And then they don't know what to do, or they wake up and have no direction. And what it comes down to is they're looking for a boss still to tell them what to do. And when you have a mobile app that gives you clear instructions to say, okay, share this, now text this, now do this. Oh, and if you do this, you'll get an extra 50 points. And having that gamification process inside an app it goes into the inner psyche and the mindset of people, and brings out the competitive edge in them. And I know I'm competitive. I'm already looking at saying how many points can I get in the next week here. So you guys try to keep up with me, because I want to have as many points as I can in that app, and I want to see everybody else on the leaderboard as well. Joel, yeah.
Yeah, well, real quick, what's really, really cool is the system and the app, the Finish Line, after we launch and you have your own app, we will know in that app exactly where you are in your business. And we will be able to tell you, based on what other people are doing, what they did to be successful, and steer you the right way. So Paul, being a user, may have different action items than Michael, because Michael's already done them. Well, our system will intuitively know what you should do to find success. So there's a lot of big tech advances that we're making in this new app, and I can't wait to see who gets involved and excited with that. But that's it. I'm not going to give it all away. I would share my screen and show you the whole app if I could, but there's a lot of talent in here. I'll bow out here.
Yeah. Well, and what guys are going to find out is at the end of the webinar here, when you find out how to get your pre-registration link and get into your account and see the steps in there, one of the first steps is it's going to tell you how to download the app. Wait, I wasn't supposed to tell everybody that the app was already available. Anyway, I just let the cat out of the bag, but that's okay. Stay tuned for more details on that. The next person I want to bring out is Chris. Chris, I'm going to bring you out here, and I just want you to give me a quick little brief background. Yeah, don't look at Joel's screen right now. He's showing the app. Brief background of where you're coming from, why you're excited about Finish Line Network, and what you plan to do, from this stage onward with Finish Line Network.
Sure. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me out. I'm excited. I'm fired up. I've been in the industry for about 14 years now. And had some really, really phenomenal success, built some massive teams. And I'll tell you what, I'm more excited now than I think I've ever been in my 14 years in the industry. Because, people are hungry for something good. They're thirsty for something viable in our industry. And there's so much junk out there today that the industry is just ripe for a good, solid program and business model. I made one post on Facebook about this pre-launch just about an hour ago, and I provided just a few details about Finish Line Network, and my Facebook just started absolutely blowing up. People are looking for exactly what we've got here. The products are invaluable, something that any and every business is already buying. And now for the crutch of basically every business to be successful, to now be a commissionable product, is just insane. It just makes sense. So one of my strengths is building high converting sales funnels and VSLs. And that's what I'm looking forward to bringing to the table here. And for those who get plugged in on the opportunity side, I'll be focused on building out these high converting sales pages. And I'm excited to bring that and bring my talents in that area to the table here. And when I mentor people, I like to break it down and really make it simple. And because, people overcomplicate the process of success. And oftentimes success is found in simplicity and it's destroyed in complexity. For success in internet business, I tell people it comes down to two things: an offer that converts and quality targeted traffic. If you're not succeeding in your internet-based business, it's because one of those two elements are broken. It's that simple. And so to bring high converting sales funnels to the table here, that takes care of half of the success equation. And that just leaves the traffic portion for people. And what's great about Finish Line Network is they're going to have direct access to some top tier traffic here. And that's exciting. It's like the perfect storm, and it doesn't get much better than this. And to take it a step further, you know, these guys are going to get even bigger and better tools and resources that Greg touched on and that Joel went into more detail on. And these tools, they're going to basically catapult people to success. So that said, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this launch. I was in the industry for about 9 years before I got burned out a bit, and I pulled away, and I pulled out of the industry for almost 5 years. And this is my comeback here. So I'm fired up, I'm refreshed, and I'm telling you guys, we are going to crush this. Everyone on this webinar, this meeting, you are in the right place at the right time. And I'm telling you guys, timing beats out talent every single day of the week. So I hope you guys are excited. You should be excited. Michael, I appreciate you having me out here. Everybody else, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, you touched on some really key points in what you're talking about there between the traffic and the support and helping people get up and running. There's so many programs out there that have good value and good content, but they leave you kind of hanging at the end. And the fact that Finish Line Network is not only going to give us access to high quality traffic, but also teach us what to do with that traffic, and then even how to monetize that traffic that you're generating on top of that. It's the whole, 9 yards here in terms of what people really need to understand when they're generating traffic online. And I love what you said about how that most people just overcomplicate the whole process. I certainly did that for a very long time. In fact, what I finally realized that there's a very fine line between procrastination and perfection. And are we just trying to perfect something, or are we just procrastinating on what we know we should already start doing? So I try to live by the 80-20 rule, where I get things about 80% perfect and then get those things moving, and then worry about the other 20% later as I'm helping people get up and running and stuff. So I'm excited that we're getting this ball rolling. We are in pre-launch, and with that being said, there might be, and everything's not going to be perfect. There might be glitches here and there, but that's part of the things that we do when we get the first mover's advantage. When we're one of the first to the ball game, things might not be completely greased and oiled exactly how they should be, but we're moving, and that's the key. And there's so many people out there that are just still sitting, waiting to move, but we're moving, we're launching, we're going, we're kicking this thing off, and we've got some awesome people behind us keeping us going. Now, Doug is on. Doug Wellens is on, and I'm going to bring Doug out here. Doug, I've really gotten to know Doug here over the last couple of weeks, having a good time chatting it up with him. Another super down-to-earth, cool guy. Doug's been involved, man, he's been involved in the direct sales industry since the 80s. I can actually say that, since the 80s, since 1989. He spent 12 years in the telecom industry building leveraged sales teams before going full-time into internet marketing in 2004. That was after Y2K, so everything had calmed down by then. But in 2004, he had gotten into internet marketing. He cut his teeth in two massive multi-level marketing companies with huge successful runs in the personal development space, which is actually where Doug met Greg and Chad, and also in the travel MLM as well. So Doug partnered up with Greg and Chad in 2009, and the guys have built multiple systems along with marketing and lead generation platform and BizOps. So Greg, Doug, and Chad still own the successful MLM company Traffic Authority, which you might be very familiar with. So Doug, why don't you come out here and let us know what you're doing with Finish Line Network, and you're still with Greg over here, this guy who is Mr. Traffic. Uh-oh, we can't hear you, Doug. We cannot hear you. We can see you now.
He's still stuck back in the 80s trying to figure out how to use it.
Oh, come on now. Let's not be too harsh on Doug. He's come a long ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having issues there with the microphone. I'm gonna All right, Doug, we're going to come back to you. Go into your Zoom audio settings and just test those really quick, and we'll come right back to you. Holly, I want to throw it over to you. So go ahead and unmute yourself there. Holly's been on the online marketing industry for a while, and Holly has really I've seen the last couple of years her really develop and grow out into quite the leader in the people that she has been helping in the online marketing world. And I love seeing that, because I remember the transition that I went when I went from just trying to make my own money to really helping a bunch of other people make money. And that's when things changed, when I started injecting my energy and my knowledge and my training and all that into other people. And Holly has done that. I've seen her brand herself. I've seen her grow a team. I've seen her develop her own content. And she's really starting to emerge very strongly, has been emerging for quite a while in the online marketing scene. I'm really happy and proud to have her part of the Finish Line Network leadership team here. And really, she's going to be doing some trainings with us as well. You'll see that in the Facebook group and the back office as well. But Holly, come on out here. Let us know why you're with Finish Line Network. You're actually the only female here amongst all these guys on this. So what's up?
For now, though, I see a lot of lady bosses out here.
Oh, yeah. I see them. They're all up in the chat.
Right? Let's get some love for the women up here and the bosses. Right. And thank you, Michael. Honestly, I really appreciate that, because it has been quite a journey. And when I first started online, it was all about me. Right. It was all about ultimately, it was about saving myself from having to get on disability. And I started my business in a hospital bed. My dream was if I could just make like $3,000, everything would be different. Right. And it grew and developed in this industry, absolutely transformed my entire life. Yes, I love that. I went all out into, I knew that I needed my business to work for myself, more than I needed to breathe. And I went on a journey where, it was a rocky road, and I've known you for years now. And I know that you've seen, for the beginning, it took me a bit. And then ultimately it was getting the confidence and investing in myself and just taking it all in. I was a mother at $37 in my bank account, had absolutely no idea how in the world I was gonna pay my bills, right? And I just knew with everything in me that this industry was what was gonna save myself and my family. And since then, I've been able to develop myself where it's helped my family in a way, not just monetarily, but being able to be that leader in my family where my children can now see a different way of life and have a whole new realm of possibilities in their world. That's why I'm passionate about this industry. So when I met with Greg and Doug, I absolutely love, you're totally right. Greg has this passion about him, right? And I absolutely loved it. I've been able to do very, very well in this industry. Once I really got it, I got it. And it was I think this is pretty typical. We make things more complicated and get in our own way. Can anybody here ever relate to that? Have you ever done that? Right? And so ultimately it's about what I found the best way to success online is to have the 3 S's, right? And when you have these 3 S's that I'm about to share with you guys, that's when you know you're in a good spot. And those 3 S's are 1, a system. You have got to be able to leverage a system, because that's how you leverage your time. All wealthy people know the power in leveraging systems and having systems. It's something through the years that I'm going to be bringing to the table to automation, and building relationships through automation is something where I feel is my specialty, is building that communication and that brand and being able to really put a disruption in the marketplace for people. So I'm excited to share with you guys into that system and being a part of that system. The second one is simplicity, right? And it's been said a couple times here. You need to simple, easy, being able to duplicate where everybody can do it. That mom that wants to be able to stay home with their kids, or that person who wants to go nomadic and travel the world. It doesn't matter where you're at. You need to have a duplicatable system that's in place with powerhouses around you to be able to make that happen, right? And the third thing is sustainability. That was also brought up by one of the leaders on our team. Sustainability is everything. If you're going through launch and not having that consistency, that's a problem, right? So when I'm looking at opportunities, I want to make sure that the 3 S's are there. on top of that, I want to see that there's purpose, like there's passion, that there's integrity, and that there's a way for people to win. So I knew instantly, like when Greg and Doug and we've been talking for months now, I don't know, maybe like 6 months. I was off on the beach of Daytona, off in the winter, because I don't do cold. So I'm off in the Caribbean or wherever I'm off to in the summers. And I got really excited. I stepped away from the industry just because a lot of people were looking to me to help put their systems together, put their programs together. And so I've really been on the back end, really helping and elevating leaders in our industry get all of their stuff together and succeed. And when I saw this, I was like, I knew this was a missing, that I knew that I had an opportunity, that I was like all over, full heart. I totally want to jump into this because I see the power and the collaboration of the leaders here. I see that there's systems in place. I see that there's heart and passion and a way to be able to really help people. So I'm all in here, super excited to be a part of the leadership here. And I am going to bring it back to you. Thank you.
Absolutely, Holly. I appreciate you bringing all that energy and that knowledge as well, because that's really what it comes down to. I did the exact same thing with my team and my people. I tried to give them automation and systems. Joel loves to hear the word systems because that's really what transforms. You know, it's one thing to have financial freedom, but a lot of times the price that people pay for financial freedom is time. And ultimately, time is more valuable than the money. So if you have all the money in the world but have no time freedom, what have you really achieved? So to be able to put systems in place like we're introducing and we'll be teaching in Finish Line Network, to me, that's priceless to be able to bring that to the masses. Because I know you and the other leaders on here, we've been teaching this in our own teams. That people will ask me even, they're like, well, you know, you're grinding 16 hours a day. I'm like, no, I'm hanging out with my wife because I've got systems working for me. And, you know, my goal right now is to not really work any more than, you know, about an hour to 2 hours a day that actually feels like work, because I do enjoy working too. But outside of that, it's really just helping people. And when you get into that mode and that mindset of your systems are working, they're bringing the people in, they're funneling all that traffic into your systems, and then the results just start coming, you can really focus your time and your energy on other people and duplicating and duplicating and duplicating and duplicating. So appreciate you bringing those key points out on that, and you'll be seeing some more training from Holly as well. So I'm going to go back really quickly to Doug here. Doug, I've unmuted you. Can we hear you? Nope, we cannot hear Doug. So Doug, I'm going to spotlight your video. There you go. Do some sign language. You're live right now.
He says, I am very excited. I think
hang
this
loose.
is awesome.
Yes. Go sign up for Finish Line Network. We rock. That was awesome. That was great. The word from Doug was awesome today. No, Doug's a really good guy. I really appreciate him. You're going to be seeing him a lot as well. Just the energy that he brings. I know he's chomping at the bit to speak here as well, but we'll find out what's going on with his mic later. Devon, how you doing, man? Why don't you come out, tell us what you've been up to recently. I'm sure people recognize your name, and tell us, you know, why in the world Finish Line Network?
Well, because Doug and Greg kept bothering me.
Good reason.
Doug and Greg hit me up a few. I've known Doug and Greg for a long time, and I know several of the individuals, panelists on this call for years. I've known people like Paul Counts, and what happened was, and just a little bit of my background, I started as an online entrepreneur in 2001, failed miserably for the next 7 years, and then finally learned how to make this game work. In about 2009, I finally actually started succeeding. And my area of expertise is in dealing with the non-techie. So how do I take somebody, and the reason that's my area of expertise is because I myself am probably the least technical person on this call. Like, I do everything in Microsoft Word. That's how non-techie I am. That's how horrible I am. People say, Devon, you make your money online. You know how to build a website. I'm like, I don't know the first damn thing about building a website.
Nice.
I don't know a lot about it. But how do you make your money online? Because I simplify and I dumb stuff down. And that's how I'm able. And so my area of expertise, Doug and Greg hit me up a couple of months ago, like, Devon, you got to look at what we're doing. You got to look at what we're doing. And I'm like, I'm busy. I got my own stuff. I'm traveling. I'm emceeing. You guys probably like see me on stages at like ClickFunnels and all these other big name things. I'm on these stages and I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time. And then finally, about a week ago, Greg hits me up at 9 o'clock at night. He just happened to catch me at the right time. And he says, just hear what we're doing. You made a lot of money with us, Devon. You know we know our stuff. And when I sat down and listened for 5 minutes, I said, stop right here. Because one thing I said, it took 5 minutes, and I was like, here's what I know. I said, I don't know all the details of Finish Line Network yet, but here's what I do know. I am smart enough, and I have been in this game long enough to know that when you get certain people and certain types of people together, you need to wake up and you need to pay attention. There's an old saying that you may know called game recognize game. And when I look at these panelists, I'm like, this is something that I definitely need to be a part of. And so as we dug a little bit deeper and I realized what the goal was, this combination, I think Paul said earlier, of network marketing and internet marketing and bringing somebody like Joel in with the systems, and Chris, who I'm not familiar with, but he hit the nail on the head when he was like, hey, if you have high converting offers, you have well-written offers, and you have quality traffic, then there's the battle right there. I'm like, okay, this is something that I know that the individuals who are creating this are A, know their stuff, and B, genuinely want people to succeed. And so I've been around the game long enough to know that when I need to perk up and pay attention and lend my area of expertise to something. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. Devon, that's awesome. I've seen your name. I haven't been at an event that you've emceed, but I've heard through the rumor mill that you're kind of becoming this legendary MC that everybody's like, I didn't Tony Robbins hit you up and say, hey, can you MC my next event for me? And
yeah,
did the old clap thing for him?
I've had quite a few, yes. I've had quite a few.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
Yes.
No, I'm glad that Greg and Doug were persistent with you, because you keep hearing this theme here is like dumb stuff down or simplify it or just do what you know you already need to do. That's what I tell my team. Do what you already know you need to do before worrying about all the additional pieces that you think you need to know before you get started. And I love that approach, Devon, of about simplifying or dumbing things down. Microsoft Paint is still a phenomenal program if you want to do it pixel by pixel. I just hire out Microsoft Paint to outsource for now and let them handle it. But it's really key to just learn what you need to do to get ahead today from where you were yesterday. A book that I've read called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It's a phenomenal concept of learning just enough today to get ahead and move forward and make that forward momentum and that progress. And that's why I love Finish Line Network's educational approach and not just dumping everything on you immediately. We're going to have 8-week courses that are going to walk people through step by step. Like, okay, now you've learned this. Take some action plans, get some badge rewards, earn some points. Next week too, we're going to do this now. We're going to teach you this. And we can pass that knowledge down from person to person to person. And I think we're going to see duplication like we've never seen before, because we're actually feeding people education and knowledge rather than just dumping it on them and people feeling overwhelmed by the information that they received. And then ultimately, it's like a really messy room. When you walk into it, you don't even know which one to pick up first because the room's just a mess and you're overwhelmed and you just want to leave and you go back to the clean room. So that's what I love about the approach here. I want to talk, we haven't talked really much about the compensation plan about Finish Line Network, and I'm super excited about that. Some of the people here, the panelists, actually mentioned the compensation plan. So Greg, I want to bring you back, and I want you just to break down simply the compensation plan, the main points, and some of the key points that really is going to take this from a good money-making opportunity for us as online marketers to a phenomenal online marketing opportunity.
OMG. That's all I can say. I mean, first of all, I would like to say when people do enroll in their free pre-launch account in their back office, Michael, they're going to have a killer video in the introduction area, and you're going to walk us through a little bit. But the second video in the introduction will walk you through the exact compensation plan. But I love talking about this. As people get to know me, I'm really excited about two things. You know, the email list and monetization, that's one thing, it's just part of my life. The other piece is comp plans. I love talking about comp plans. And this is a killer comp plan because, again, and I won't spend hours talking about it. I'm just going to break this down in a minute or two. There are 4 product lines in Finish Line Network. And basically 2 are residual, 2 are high ticket. I'm going to let you guys go through your back offices to get the exact information. The way that it works, every single product that's sold in Finish Line Network, it pays 2 people. So basically the person who makes the sale, provided they're qualified for that, they get a commission. And the next qualified person above them, it could be their sponsor or whoever is qualified for that particular product line, gets the other commission. And it breaks down really simply. If you're new in your first 6 sales of any product in the product lines, you break that down 50-50 with your sponsor. And the reason for that is when you're a new person, your sponsors are going to be to help you to earn those commissions, to basically make those sales. So that's why you share 50-50. From the 7th sale on in each product line, you get 80% of that sale and your sponsor gets 20. But here's the other super exciting piece. And this is the game changer here in Finish Line. And you get me started on the bonus pool. The bonus pools are where life starts changing because the bonus pools, 20% of every commission that basically, is made through any sale of any FLN product goes into the bonus pool. And I just want to share with you guys, just so you understand, I mean, this is going to, it's going to be a large organization. You're going to see as you log in, when you're a Finish Line Network member, you're going to log into your website, you're going to see this bonus pool actually growing all month long. It's going to basically be one of those things that's super exciting to people. And I'm just going to talk 30 seconds about how you qualify. Now, this is a really killer part to you guys because we know everyone starts in different places. Some companies you got to come in and, if you don't buy everything, it's bad. It's bad news bears for you. And the way it works in FLN, every single person who makes a sale of products, basically it's the silver and gold, the 2 front end products, you get a share in the bonus pool. You sell either one of the high ticket, you get a share in the bonus pool, whether you're qualified for those products or not. So it's a super exciting thing. I mean, we want every single person to win in Finish Line, so we brought that in. Now, of course, if you're qualified for those products, you're also going to get paid on those. And for people, we're going to just say this, for people who are active, for leaders, for people who go to work, you're going to get more and more shares of that bonus pool. And as you get more shares, you're going to start really watching those dollars come up. And of course, I can just say, we're going to see bonus pool commissions that are paid out in the $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month range for the guys who go to work. And that's separate, Michael, from the 80% direct commissions that are paid weekly. I don't know about you, but I mean, getting into those kind of dollars, life-changing. I mean, even a share or 2 in the bonus pool is going to be worth several $100s. You start making 5, 10, 15 sales. And again, watch the comp plan because Doug did such a great job, you guys. I wish Doug was able to talk, but Doug did such a great job on the comp plan video and basically worked on that script and worked with our video people. And he did such a great job explaining how that part works. You guys will do yourselves a great service by watching that and seeing how it works. Because I'm just here to tell you guys, people that go to work and share these products, you are going to be compensated in a way that is just terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great way to describe it. And the way that the compensation plan is broken down in the back office. When people pre-register your account, just so everybody knows, when you pre-register your account after the webinar here, you'll get access to that compensation plan video and you can go through it and study it and watch it. It really visually explains exactly how this compensation plan is broken down and the many different ways you can get paid by it. I am, Greg, I'm super stoked about the whole bonus pool profit sharing side of it. I think I shared recently with you that a company last year that had a bonus pool, I earned 5 figures in a couple of weeks just from the bonus pool aspect of it. And it wasn't even as good as this bonus pool. So it's absolutely massive to give that to everybody that joins in Finish Line Network, giving them all the ability to earn shares in the bonus pool. So everybody definitely needs to go after that for sure. I appreciate you breaking down the comp plan there. I'm going to hop over here really quickly. I've had some people messaging me wanting to see what the pre-launch back office actually looks like. So if it's all right with you, Greg, I'm going to give them a little sneak peek here of what that looks like behind the scenes. what they can expect to see in the back office here. So let me just share my screen here really quickly, and we'll hop over there to the Finish Line Network back office. If you guys can see my screen, just let me know. Give me a big thumbs up. I'm seeing some nods at heads nodding. Heads nodding. Yep, there we go. All right. So this is your back office. This is what it's going to look like right now. Now, keep in mind, we are in the pre-launch phase. So we are just getting started with this back office. This is going to grow and morph. This is literally the pre-launch. We just wanted to give everybody access to a back office, even in the pre-launch stage. So you're starting out with a back office where you can have your links, track your links, and a mobile app to coincide with this back office right out of the gate, right from pre-launch. I think that's probably unheard of, Greg, to have a mobile app and a full-blown back office that people can log into and start marketing their business right off the bat. So first and foremost, you're under introductions, you're going to have the company launch plan. Oh, it timed me out, so I should probably log back in. 1 second. So log back in there. And if we go over here to introduction, company launch plan, there's a video here, and they've really put some good work into the videos. And the thumbnail's not loading there, but there is a thumbnail there, and you can watch the video there. The compensation plan, this is the video we just talked about. It's right in here. And then the third tab here is the marketing plan. There's another video here that will load. And look right here, this is where you can actually get links to download the Finish Line Network mobile app. So this is where you guys can go download the app, log in with your same username that you're going to set up when you pre-register for Finish Line Network, and you'll be able to have access to everything that's in your back office right in the palm of your hand. And let me show you what those things are here. You're going to have links for your funnels, and you'll be able to see exactly how many hits you're getting to your link, how many people have joined from that link, and what the conversion rates are from those links. So you're going to be able to get firsthand information in the palm of your hand with the mobile app or from your back office right here, and you'll be able to see exactly what's happening in your business. A lot of times not having that information first and foremost right in front of you is a big downfall in businesses. And then we'll hop over here to the leaderboards. In the leaderboards here, you're going to be able to see who's ranking up with the point system. Remember, we told you about the point system. The point system is going to be active in here, and you'll see all of the various badges that can be earned. This is really going to be exciting for people because they're going to get some initial recognition. You know, some people wait until the convention to ever be possibly recognized, but we want to recognize you on a daily, weekly, monthly basis for achieving small things, because a lot of times people don't get recognized for the little things you do, and I want to recognize you in here. We want to recognize you in here with these badges and point system for each step of the way, each thing that you do to increase and grow your business. And then over here under training, there's a back office tour. This is just a video that will walk you through the back office, kind of like I'm doing right now again, but you can go through and watch it again in some more detail and get a little tour of the back office here for the pre-launch. And then there's going to be some additional training back in here for Facebook, email marketing, buying traffic. We're going to give you our recommended traffic sources. These are the traffic sources that we personally use when we're buying traffic. And then even some SMS marketing and pre-launch calendar in there as well. So that's enough preview of the back office. If you really want to get deep and dig into that and get access to that mobile app, you guys are going to have to pre-register. I'm going to tell you in just a second how you're going to be able to go about getting a link to pre-register. One of the big things that we did for this pre-launch was to really preserve the integrity of the teams and the people that you heard it from, because one of the things we really value is our following. You know, the leaders that are on this call here, we've all built up our brand, we've built up people that follow us, and we teach the same thing to our people. I know every single person on here, you teach to a certain extent branding and making sure people recognize you as someone that they want to follow. So Paul, I'm going to bring you out one more time, Paul, and have you kind of touch a little bit on what people should do here now to pre-register and get their account set up, and how important it is for them to actually reach out to the person that first introduced them to Finish Line Network.
Yeah, definitely. So, one of the things to get your link, can you hear me okay? Oh, let me hear that. Can you guys hear me all right? Okay, so yeah, so one of the first things you want to do, it's so important just to be reaching out to those people that referred you. We had a lot of different people, send you into this Facebook group, and we're really all about integrity with this company and about, making sure that the people that sent you here are getting credit for that. So if you got an email from somebody, if you got invited here through a Facebook message, you got added to the group by somebody, go to those people, and those are the ones you're going to want to sign up from. So we're going to have a link available for you all at the end of this call. Is that right, Michael? So we'll have those links available for everybody on this call to register, or to those leaders that invited you will have the link. So we need you guys to go to those leaders first. We're all about the integrity here. That part's going to be key. And then once you're inside the system, what's going to be great is just taking that initial step of action. And the action items that we have laid out for you guys are very easy to follow. We even have an email sequence that's going to keep you guys, keep you guys going, keep you guys encouraged. But you guys saw the point system. I mean, the way Joel set up this system it just blows my mind. So you guys are going to have fun back there because we're talking very simple tasks. So go to the person that invited you, get their, get their link, the link from them, sign up, and then start taking that first step of action that we laid out for you. It's very easy to follow, but that's going to position you guys for success faster than everybody else. And, it's all about, I like to say, money loves speed. That's one of the phrases I like to throw out there, and money follows action, so this is what it's all about. But please go to the person that invited you, because we really want to make sure that, everybody's getting credit where credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely, Paul. And you laid that out there so beautifully. Be patient with your people too. So if you heard about it from somebody, they might not have their link yet because they got to get it from the person that referred them. We really want to preserve that. So just reach out to them. A lot of them are going to have emails that they're going to be sending out to you. So wait for that email to show up as well with the link to sign up. But that is the only way. We are not giving out any link, any registration link at all on this webinar for people to actually sign up. You have to go to the person that referred you to this webinar and ask them. And if they say, I don't have it yet, just be patient. Don't worry. I mean, we've got, hundreds of people on this webinar live with us, but there are millions and billions with a B of people out there. So do not worry one bit about, waiting a couple minutes, a couple hours even, or 24 hours to get your link. You get it, and then take your action plan and share it with your people. And this is just going to all flow out to all of our people that we have on here.
And I'm seeing the enthusiasm too.
Yeah.
Just didn't mean to cut you off there, but I'm getting blown up in Messenger. You guys see me on my phone. I'm literally getting blown up. People going, give me the link, give me the link. And I'm in the chat window. So the enthusiasm, the excitement is great because you guys know when something is good. So, but like you said, just be patient with people who invited you. But I love the enthusiasm. That's amazing. This is fun.
Yeah. And speaking of enthusiasm, I want to bring out a good buddy of mine, Pat Scheffler. I just brought him on as panelist. He didn't even know I was bringing him on, but I asked him to bring him on because this guy is about energy, and I love his energy. I love his vibe. He's got positive vibes. He puts that out there every single day. So, Pat, can you hear me okay? Yeah, he's got his hat on. He's wearing positive vibes already. So,
yeah, man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it very much. And yeah, it's about time, guys. About time we put together a program like this. Right?
You're breaking up a little bit there, Pat.
It's needed, man. Now, I mean, time it's needed. Is that right? Yeah, sorry, it's where I am.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just threw you out there. I just wanted to. Yeah, we can still hear you. Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay. Well, let me just try and get power through it. But I was just saying that it's a really needed thing in the industry right now. And, I really like the group of people here. I've been in this space a long time.
All right, we're losing Pat again.
I'm trying to message me right now.
All right, Pat. I'm gonna. I think you might have just come back on. But I want to keep this moving along. Pat, I appreciate you coming on and showing your face and joining with us here. I'm really glad to have Pat on board with us as well. He's an awesome leader for his people, and he's been in the industry for a long time. So we had actually more panelists that we could even bring onto this, because, or we would just completely fill this thing out. You're going to see some names in here that you're going to be like, wow, all right, maybe it's time for me to actually take action. So go out and get your link. Go to whoever referred you to this. My messenger is blowing up. So everybody that's messaging me, just chill 1 second. I will get to you. I will get you a link. Do not worry as soon as I'm off this webinar. Greg, is there anything else you want to add here?
Whoops. Sorry, I was going to say, just, great call. And thank you so much for all of our guests coming and hearing. We really appreciate that. And all of our panelists. And Michael, to you, I know you're traveling today as well. Thank you so much for doing such a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. I love being here. I love all the energy that we're bringing here. You're going to see more and more in the Facebook group. If you're not in that pre-launch Facebook group, you need to be in that pre-launch Facebook group. There's a link right inside the back office. So a couple of action steps. Once you get your pre-launch registration link, of course, you're going to register, and then you're going to download the mobile app, and you're going to make sure you join the pre-launch Facebook group. And then you want to add all of your people and make sure that they get into that Facebook group as well. Because going forward, that is where we're going to put all of the information. It's where we're going to blast a lot of information too, to keep you guys in the loop of what we're doing and going forward here and growing. We could sit here for another hour just kind of telling you how fantastic it is, but I really want you guys to experience it firsthand. Get in there, watch the sales funnel. You're going to have, I didn't even talk about this. You're going to have a corporate sales funnel. You're going to have a Paul Count sales funnel, and you're also going to have a sales funnel by yours truly, Michael Mansell, as well, that you're going to have right out of the gate to start promoting and leveraging and sharing with your people, because we're going to try to break it down and explain it in a way that all of your people can understand and get it. But don't get hung up on a few people. Go out there and just start sharing your link with people, sharing this opportunity with people. Don't worry about what their initial reaction is. Just start sharing. And the more people you share it with, the more success that you're going to see and the more success that you're going to have. So I'm going to bring this back over here to gallery view, because we've got a lot of cool people other than Doug. Now, Doug, not only do we not have audio, but we've lost Doug. Greg, we've lost Doug.
Oh, no.
So I'm just going to unmute everybody here really quickly. Paul,
Yeah,
I unmuted you too.
Awesome. Yeah, one thing real quick. I just saw somebody blowing me up in Messenger. I don't know if we actually said the words, but the pre-launch is free in case anybody missed it. Like, it's free to get into the back office, free to get the app. So, I mean, I just made my Messenger just blow up even more because I said free, but this is exciting.
Free.
You guys are gonna get some good stuff and right on cue. Ding, ding, ding. So it is very exciting. And yeah, you guys are gonna have a chance to start positioning, get your team together, get people underneath you. And Greg, am I saying that correctly? I mean, it's all about just, moving quick on that, right?
No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now is the time to take action and get in. And I didn't really make a big deal about it being free either, but the whole concept here is that we have the ability as team members, team leaders, and everybody in our teams to go out there and refer people and start growing your following. I've seen people in models like this when we do a company launch where it's initially free, and people go from never, ever, ever, ever referring anybody to referring 20 people. And out of that 20 people, you might get 10, you might get 15 people that actually follow through and work their business and go on to be hugely successful with it. But it's a great opportunity to give people first movers advantage, give them exposure, and show them the back office, see them the tools, show them the community that we're working with here. And then from there, they'll be a bigger believer. So in the next few weeks here, use this time to your advantage to get people in. Nobody has to pay a dime right now, but keep in the mindset that this is a business. And at some point, you're going to have to invest into your business. At some point, you're going to have to step up and say, yes, I love these guys. I want to run with these guys and girls, not just guys metaphorically like people. This group, I want to run with them. So you're going to get to experience this here for the next few weeks. And then we're going to say, hey, now's time to step up. Choose your plan, choose your education membership that you want to choose, which package. Greg touched on those a little bit, but the 4 product offerings, choose one or all of them. We actually have some bundle deals. We didn't even talk about the bundle deals. You'll hear more about those in the weeks that follow here, but you'll be able to choose a bundle deal and just say, look, I'm all in. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm going to run with you guys. Because at the end of the day, one thing you might notice seeing all these people here on the screen is we've built relationships with each other over the years, even though we've actually competed in some businesses. But at the end of the day, everybody's going to go where they feel comfortable and they feel like they're getting education and where they want to belong. But collectively here together now, we're all together and we're all moving in one direction. And to me, that is absolutely exciting that we're all in one place working together for one common goal, and that's to help people understand marketing, implement traffic strategies, and have systems that they can put in place to run for them 24/7, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, text message marketing, you name it. There's so many ways to automate our business, and we're going to teach those to you. So if you guys are all in, go out there and share. We'll get your registration link from the person who referred you, and then go share that with somebody else. They'll thank you later for it. So everybody, thank you guys for being on here tonight. I appreciate it. And let's rock and roll. Who's ready to rock and roll? Everybody's ready to rock and roll. All right, guys. We'll see you guys soon on the next webinar.
See ya. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.